This road has many names. The Great Diagonal Way, Main Street of America, the Mother. It's an American icon, a journey of 2,448 miles from Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California. Join us as we take the ultimate American road trip along Route 66.
The videos from our journey along Route 66 are being uploaded using NOMAD INTERNET.
Our choice for mobile internet as we get our kicks on Route 66.
It's 5 a.m. somewhere.
Yeah, like right here, right now. So, excuse us for being a little grumpy this morning. However, we woke up at like pre-dawn here, and we are
at the start time for Route 66.
Yeah, so we're super excited. We wanted to beat the traffic, so we got down here, and there's absolutely nobody down here, really. There's a few people milling about.
If you want to beat the traffic, definitely come here first thing in the morning, nice and early. The downside is there's nothing open, but the upside is there's nothing open.
I really need some caffeine if I'm going to make it this entire trip. We didn't drive for very long this morning. We actually pulled over at where we're at now. Sandy's getting ready, cleaned up a little bit because we literally just jumped out of the bed and made a beeline for the Route 66 start sign just so we could miss all the traffic.
Leaving Chicago. So we're in a little town called Joliet. Yeah, so we're at this little, it's a get your kicks on Route 66 park. We're gonna look around here a little bit. And then the really cool thing is there's a prison we're gonna try to go check out.
Yeah, prison, that sounds cool.
To check out a prison, right?
Whilst Sandy is getting ready in the van, taking a little bit of a walk around, there's a small ice cream stand behind me. It's called Rich and Creamy. It's not open because it's early in the morning. This little ice cream shack actually has statues of the Blues Brothers, Jake and Elwood. If you've ever seen the movie, if you haven't, it's a classic. It's got Jim Belushi and that other guy, so you should totally check it out. Hey, look who's ready!
I'm awake now.
So I talked to him about the ice cream stand.
It's exciting stuff right there.
We're starting off good.
Did you show them the Blues Brothers?
I did.
So the prison that we're going to go to is actually where the opening scene of the Blues Brothers movie was filmed, so that's why it's kind of cool.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
See, now it's a cool prison.
Right across the street from the park is Dick's on 66, and they have something that's really cool. They have the original surface / roadway of Route 66, which is just red brick. So if you stand here, you are standing on the original 66 roadway. I think it's pretty cool. Sandy's not so amused.
This place is so cool. This is like right up our alley. We love old abandoned places. It's amazing. So normally you can do a tour here too and kind of take a look at the inside of the grounds, but it's closed on Monday or Sunday and Monday right now. It is November 1st, so it's kind of past their like main season, so they've shut down a couple days a week.
Yeah, prison tour season. That's
and unfortunately we're here on a Monday, so we're not going to be able to go inside, which is a real bummer, but it's still beautiful to look at from the outside.
Wilmington, Illinois, and one of the must-see things along Route 66, I think one of the first must-see things anyway, is here at the launching pad. It's a little food joint, is the Gemini Giant. Look at this guy. He is amazing. He's holding a nice big rocket or bomb. Can we say bomb on YouTube?
You can. And so the guy was just telling us they're actually doing some work on it right now. They're about to take him down and do some...
They're going to paint him.
They're going to paint him and do some repairs and like fix him up because he's supposed to be like this really like bold metallic green.
You know, as you get older, you know, you gotta get some work done, you know?
Get work done, yeah. Arrived to the little town of Gardner, Illinois, which so far is actually really cute. So you can kind of drive around the outskirts of it, or you can drive through the downtown, which we highly suggest because so far we ran into this cute little shop that's just beautifully decorated, and now we're visiting a 2-cell jail, which has a message for us.
Welcome to Gardner, Illinois. You're now at the historic 1906 Two-Cell Jail. Legend has it that this jail never held any dangerous desperados.
So we are now moved on to the town of Joliet, Illinois, and this is actually a really cool little place. This is the Ambler, Beckler, Texaco station here. This was the service station that operated the longest on Route 66. It opened in 1933 and didn't shut down until 1999. It's now on the Register of National Historic Places, and it's really beautifully done.
We have been in Pontiac for about, I don't know, a whole 2 minutes, and I am absolutely wowed.
So I think already just barely touching the surface of this little town, this is an absolute must stop along Route 66. So some of the other things are like little so far. I mean, we're just getting started. This place is just loaded with stuff already.
There's a schoolie here for all you schoolie fans. It's called the Bob Waldmeyer Lanyard, and it's basically a story of a guy who fell in love with Route 66, and he basically built this freaking massive schoolie to travel in.
It's pretty badass looking. I think normally, you know, probably pre-COVID, you were able to kind of go through it. It's kind of closed up now, but
I licked it anyway.
I would have loved to have gone in there. Stop licking things.
Don't tell me what to do.
So we're here in the Route 66 Museum. It's full of memorabilia from all the way from Chicago all the way to Pontiac. And this place is just, oh my gosh, it's like stepping back in time. There's the same guy who built the schoolie also had a VW van, and it was actually an inspiration for one of the characters in Cars. Well, that guy was. So, and you can see his van here, and it looks really awesome.
Something else worth checking out while you're here in Pontiac, you can get a brochure from the museum. They have a list of like all these cool murals that are in town. They're really awesome and definitely worth taking a stroll around town. The town's absolutely a cool little town.
So we're currently driving down an old portion of Route 66 called Memory Lane. It's just north of, what's the name of town? Lexington. It's just north of Lexington as you're driving. And it's an old part of the actual Route 66 because most of the stuff that you see now, you're kind of driving along the side of it. So it's really cool. It's usually open to hiking. Sometimes it's open to driving. It happens to be open to cars right now, so we're checking it out.
It's a bumpy road.
It's very bumpy. It's like an old road.
Up ahead we have Dead Man's Curve. And of course we're going to take the van around Dead Man's Curve because, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Now, why they made it like the road like this, who knows?
It's not even a curve. It's like a straight turn.
Yeah. But that's it, folks. That was Dead Man's Curve.
Not sure I can really talk about this without making too many wiener jokes.
So we are actually at...
Honey, it's huge.
It is huge. But we're in the little town. We'll talk about the wiener in a minute. So we are actually in the little town of Atlanta. This is going to be our last stop for the evening because the sun's going to go down probably in about 30, 45 minutes. So this is considered one of the must stops. This is the Bunyan giant. We saw the Gemini giant earlier today, which is the brother of the...
Wait, who's the bigger brother,
Bunyan.
though?
I don't know. I didn't measure them. But...
Did you measure his wiener?
So this guy is carrying a big wiener. But apparently he originally didn't have the wiener. He actually originally carried an axe. And so if you look at his hand, you can see one hand is turned down and one is turned out like you would be holding an axe. Not a wiener. So there's that. Yay, Atlanta.
Wiener.
Illinois, not Georgia. That's nowhere near Route 66. In the next episode, we continue to get our kicks on Route 66. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And until next time, stay wonderful.